Scorching heat impacting on my aquaponic system, clogged pipes, limiting water flow. Stay tuned for another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Hi everybody, welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. The scorching heat and the whole the water flow within your aquaponic system can cause a lot of issues. A lot of issues like dead fish. Right? Yeah, dead fish. Now this fish look like it died for a while, and this is one of the fish that is within my aquaponic system, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of it by probably feeding it to the mongoose which is in the bush, right? It is surmised that the fish that actually died within the pond is a female, and there was some amount of pressure to reproduction, releasing fries or something like that, and it died. It's not one of the bigger ones and it's not one of the smaller ones. It looks like a female. So everything is going according to plan. I did a water change about 4 or 5 days ago, and another one won't be due until the end of the week. The water is okay. I think I'm going to be cutting back on the amount of time in which I've actually been feeding them. That way, the Jamaican production as far as feed is concerned is not all that good. So therefore the quality feed melts in the water after a certain time when the fish don't consume it. So the water becomes really, not good. Alright. One of the problems that I'm facing right now, the pump is still on, but it is actually storing up the mess at the bottom, right? And the reason why I've actually disconnected it is because the piping is clogged with waste. Now some persons might say that is the reason why you should use a pre-filtration system. Now whether or not you use a pre-filtration system, you will have clogged pipe. That means you're going to have to periodically flush your pipe system, and being it that the temperature is kind of a little bit warm than usual, my plants are actually suffering for that. As you can see, it looks as if nothing is going on, right? Yeah. As a result of, we are suffering heat about 34 degrees Celsius, about 94 degrees Fahrenheit, right, in Jamaica. So that have actually impacted the fish health, impacted the plant's health, and as a result of the temperature being high, what you find is that the fish eat more. If you never know, all fish, whether it be ornamental fish or food fish, they eat more when it is warm. So as a result of the warm temperature, you have more waste. So I am actually going to be washing out the pipe here. I did a video like this before, but I'm going to be washing out the pipe to show you what is in the pipe. Stay tuned. This is the piping that was taken from my aquaponic system, and I am going to be turning the hose that is on full throttle in the piping. Right, if you notice at the front, I have a lot of gunk right there, right? I am going to have to get out the gunk by washing it. Right, so I put the hose, right, so all of that is coming out of the hose, it's coming out of the pipe, right? Right, so I'm going to do a similar thing here. Right, so as to flush the system again, right, and then I am gonna place the pump back. The one dead fish I shared with you at the start of the video is nothing to be perplexed about. All the sagginess that exists right now within the planter bed is as a result of the heat. Look at this lettuce. It is so wilted and the leaves are getting white. I don't know what will become of it. Right? But the water flow is much better. What I should have done, I should have actually shared with you the water flow prior to me actually flushing out the pipes. And so I actually flushed out the pipes with the hose. I just come and say, yeah, domestic water supply. It won't do the fish anything because it's just for a short period of time. Right? And I have more fish safe water in here than fish. It's not like I'm changing 100% water. That would be an issue. So I've actually flushed out the pipe. All the pipe, and the water flow is up and running again. Right? Or the little time that the lettuce was at the side, you know, lying down at the side because of the heat, the leaf start to turn upward. I'm not too worried about this side of the planter bed. What I'm worried about is this side of the planter bed, because I noticed that over on this side the plants wilt a little bit more. I don't know if it's because of the direction in which the sun is actually hitting against the lettuce, but I am not too enthused about the growth rate and, you know, the heat, the impact of the heat. But the heat is really terrible as far as plants are concerned. The flows are better from each planter bed, where you can actually hear the sound of the water troubling on the top, you know, on the top of the entire space. Guys, I'm trying, but you understand, if, you know, things don't go straight ahead as we plan, but at the same time, this is an academic purpose type of series in which we learn. Right? Some persons would have greenhouse and, you know, fancy stuff to actually cover it. I live in the Caribbean. I have actually done this before a few weeks ago, and I'd actually damaged the lettuce. I know that I can do it again, and it's working. It's just the heat that is beating me right now. Thank you very much for stopping by, guys. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Look forward for your continued support. Bye bye.